In 1947, India emerged from nearly 200 years of colonial rule. It was a nation struggling with poverty, illiteracy, and weak infrastructure. Many doubted its survival. Today, India is the world's fifth largest economy, a technological powerhouse, and a rising global superpower. But how did this transformation happen, and what makes India the voice of developing nations? This video will break down India's remarkable journey from an underdeveloped economy to a global leader. We'll explore key turning points, including economic reforms, military advancements, diplomatic strategies, and cultural influence. Stay till the end to understand why India is not just growing, but leading the global south into the future. Economic growth and reforms. The 1991 economic liberalization. In 1991, India was on the verge of economic collapse. Foreign reserves were barely enough to last 2 weeks. Then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao and Finance Minister Manmohan Singh introduced sweeping reforms: privatization, globalization, and foreign investments. This was a turning point. India shifted from a socialist economy to a market-driven powerhouse. IT and service sector boom. India capitalized on its educated workforce and English proficiency. Tech hubs like Bangalore became the back office of the world. Companies like Infosys, TCS, and Wipro put India on the global tech map. Manufacturing and infrastructure development. Make in India. A bold push to develop a strong domestic manufacturing sector. Rapid infrastructure growth. Expressways, bullet trains, smart cities, and industrial corridors. India is now an emerging hub for semiconductors and electronics production. Startup revolution. Over 100 unicorn startups. India is now the world's third largest startup ecosystem. Digital platforms like UPI are revolutionizing fintech globally. Military and defense power. Self-reliance in defense. Atmanirbhar Bharat, India is now one of the top arms producers in the world. Indigenous defense systems like the Tejas fighter jet, INS Vikrant aircraft carrier, and Agni missiles are strengthening national security. Nuclear and space capabilities. India is a nuclear power, one of the few nations with credible deterrence. ISRO's groundbreaking space missions, Mars Orbiter mission, Mangalyaan, Chandrayaan-3, and record-breaking satellite launches. Strategic alliances in defense. Military collaborations with the US, Russia, and France. The Quad Alliance, India, US, Japan, Australia, a powerful counterbalance to China. India's diplomatic influence and global leadership. India's role in BRICS and G20. As G20 president in 2023, India positioned itself as the voice of the global south. Strong advocacy for financial reforms to support developing nations. Balancing global superpowers. India maintains strategic relations with both the US and Russia, strong ties with the Middle East, securing energy deals and defense cooperation. South-South cooperation. India provides education, medicine, and technology to Africa, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. India's vaccine diplomacy, a game changer during the COVID-19 pandemic. India's push for UN reforms. India is pushing for a permanent seat in the UN Security Council, demanding fair representation for developing nations. Soft power and cultural influence. Bollywood and global entertainment. Indian cinema has a worldwide reach, from Hollywood collaborations to Oscars. Streaming platforms like Netflix and Prime Video are bringing Indian content to global audiences. The influence of yoga and Ayurveda. International Yoga Day, recognized by the UN, is proof of India's global cultural influence. Ayurveda is gaining popularity as a natural alternative medicine worldwide. India's global diaspora. Over 30 million Indians live abroad, significantly influencing global business, technology, and politics. Indian origin CEOs are leading global giants like Google, Microsoft, and Adobe. Digital India revolution. India's fintech leadership, with UPI payments being adopted in countries like Singapore and the UAE. AI, deep tech, and digital infrastructure are driving the next wave of transformation. Challenges and the road ahead. Remaining economic and social challenges. Income inequality, healthcare, and education need further improvement. Gender equality and social progress remain areas of focus. The China factor. Economic and geopolitical rivalry with China is intensifying. Border tensions and military preparedness are ongoing challenges. Future growth sectors, renewable energy, India's push toward a green future, space, AI, and deep tech, the next frontier in India's rise. India's rise is a story of resilience, ambition, and transformation. From a struggling third world country to a global superpower, India is proving that nothing is impossible. As the voice of developing nations, India is challenging outdated global structures and leading the way for a new world order. What do you think about India's journey? Where do you see India in the next 20 years? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global power shifts.